Hey everybody, and welcome to round 2 of the Wyoming State Championships 2021. We got some really good players here today to try out and basically test run the brand new Prairie course at Pine Bluffs.
Yeah. Which I wanted to thank our sponsors here, Pine Bluffs, Wyoming, and Visit Cheyenne for helping bring us this footage. We're going to see Tyler Liebman here. He's leading it. He's out of Fort Collins and sponsored by Latitude 64, sitting at 8 down. And then we got Josiah Griffin sitting at 7 down, right on his tail.
Also sponsored by Latitude 64.
And also, I believe actually he's out of Wellington.
He is out of Wellington.
And then we got Jacob Roley. He's a Fort Collins boy as well. He's sitting at 6 down. And then Justin Cournoyer out of South Dakota, sitting at 5 down.
I'm not sure about Roley, but is everyone on here Latitude 64? At least 3 of them are.
Roley plays for Prodigy, but the other 3 are Latitude 64. So here's hole 1. It's one that these guys probably could reach, but that out of bounds line, the whole road and beyond is out of bounds, so it really is risky to try and go for too much off of this tee, really.
It looks a little more left than you want. But
yeah,
short
but
enough
that's
that you
a
have
safe
the angle
shot.
To work with.
Yeah. And these are all just dirt tee boxes, so still a pretty fresh course. We'll see how they handle that.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, and just playing for position out here.
Yeah, it was pretty windy.
And I am not sure what kind of a gap he was looking at to get an idea to do that. But yeah, he kind of gets through. I'm not sure how, but he's up there putting.
He just broke it.
He just broke it. Yeah, I didn't think that was possible, especially for a left-handed throw, unless it was a sidearm.
That's why he was looking for it, though. He looked in places that we don't because he's a left-handed player.
That's true.
That's a great shot. Man,
That's a little pinched off, a little too close to that tree for comfort.
See, being back this far actually is a good play. Oh.
Just got to get it a little higher than that.
Looks like Tyler is far enough left to get a nice little backdoor here. Oh no. He hated that as soon as he let it go.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with that one. And yeah, Justin's a little too close to this tree. He's having to go up high pretty quick.
Oh, that was decent though.
Yeah, that'll work out just fine. Easy 3 there. Which
that was a good up for
Josiah
JoJo as well.
Made a nice save there.
Oh my
as
god,
well.
That's where his drive landed?
Yeah. Just amazing.
Dude, get it. Come on. Yes. That's got to be the only one of the day.
It's got to be. I don't see too many people getting to this basket. That's just a huge throw.
Tyler really kind of needs to have this putt to keep the lead, and he gets it.
Yeah. And from a really awkward stance, that was really tricky.
He's just hitting that tree, kind of made him have to scramble up there for his par, but that's not bad.
No. Justin will get his 3, so Jacob will jump to second place right off the bat.
That is just huge.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
2 under after the first hole. It's a nice way to start.
Yes, it is. Yeah, but you start getting into holes where that that goes away.
Well, this one is a pretty narrow gap. It opens up a little in the middle, but you pretty much need just a straight shot, straight down that opening there.
Jacob's taking this sidearm here.
It's a good play. There's more room to kind of flex one out to the right and have it come back.
That needs to
just
fight.
like that.
And
ooh,
cooked.
a little too much there. That's good 60, 70 feet past, maybe?
Smash that. Oh. I fought through a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. He's still going to have quite a bit of work to go from there.
The wind is kind of blocked pretty well down in some of these holes in the valley.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to be able to get away from it. And it did pick up a little bit here and there throughout
good.
this.
Just stay straight. Oh my God. That was great.
Let's see that one again.
Just straight at it. Through the gap.
Oh,
just
man.
left of the cage. That's beautiful.
Yeah, you don't see that too often on a hole this straight.
I'm not going for that shot. I'm going around that last tree. Going for that
right,
gap.
trying
It's
to
so
get it
tight.
to the right and have it come back, have a putt back at it.
Jojo looks like he's going for it, but I don't think it's going to fight back hard enough for him.
So that's kind of what I'd be trying to do on this shot,
Not bad,
though.
That's circle's edge putt. Tyler's a little pinched over there.
Yeah. He's going to have to have some work there.
Oh.
Spike sidearm. Looks like it worked.
Yeah, well enough. Gets him in the circle, gets him a putt. Oh, what? Alright. He's coming to play.
Yeah, he's wanting that win. It's always nice when you can get that going right off the bat.
That is a confidence putt right there.
Yeah. Down that hill. Oh, and just a little too high on JoJo's.
Wanted it a bit too much. This is still a putt.
Yeah, it's no gimme 3. Especially with it, the way it drops down behind, it makes it an intimidating
It's a good save
putt.
from where he was, blocked behind the trees over there.
Definitely.
Couldn't afford to lose any more to Jacob because he just tied it up.
Justin just realized how close he actually was there.
That was amazing.
That was a great drive. Josiah taking his 3. That's a good save.
There's no red, no damage done. Everyone can just move along.
So Justin
It's
at
2
2 under
sevens
for
and
the
2 nines.
round, and Jacob for 3 under for the round. Tyler at 1 under for the round. So
That's
that Jacob
Man,
tied
that
it up
putt.
with Tyler just that quick.
a lot of golf out there. And this hole is pinched off no matter righty or lefty. It's
It's a
very
tricky hole.
narrow tunnel.
Yeah. I feel like the sidearm is a good play, or a lefty. Oh, looks like he's going thumber.
Or that's tomahawk.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Tomahawk.
It's not bad.
No?
Justin's going straight at it from the looks of it. Flip up, flip up. Oh, got a good tree kick. It's not the
It's
best
a
spot
little
to
bit
putt
blocked,
from,
but
it could have been a lot worse.
yeah. Yeah, I like the sidearm because there is a little more room to work it out to the left and have it come back in, but
That's not a bad spot.
no.
You might have a straddle out from around the bush or something.
Yeah. For the most part, you have to expect a lot of straddle out putts on these courses, so hopefully they were ready for that. Oh, and that was a good redirect as well. Still not a great spot, but that could have been so
You just
much
get an
worse.
Open look at the basket from there. It's not that bad. Ooh. He wanted it.
Yeah, he did.
And Justin's really blocked back there. Yeah, he just kind of pitched up to a spot.
Yeah, somewhere he could get an easy 3 from.
See if Jacob can keep this rolling. Oh.
It's set though, so
yeah.
No harm done. Tyler really having to look for a window there.
But he gets his birdie.
Oh, Pine Bluff.
He gets that 1-stroke lead back from Jacob. But Jacob's still 3 down through 3. You got to imagine that was part of the game plan.
Right.
Maybe not the eagle on 1, but the 3 down through 3.
I don't know. The line he chose, I don't know if there's anywhere else over there you could finish.
I mean,
that
he could have
wouldn't
finished
be
about
too
where
bad.
the other 3 did if he played it a little shorter. There is that nice landing.
He's got a
zone
pretty
right
good
there.
sidearm though, so I have to think that if he was going to do that, he'd have just sidearmed to it. But you're right, that gives Tyler a stroke on him again.
Yeah, hole 4 is definitely going to play to Jacob's strengths.
Yeah.
Because it's got a huge dogleg right forced by a Mando around a tree. And it plays a lot longer than the 431 that it says it is.
Yeah, so that tree there in the middle of the in the middle of the screen is a Mando you have to go left of.
And that's
so
actually
that's
a really
about
good shot.
the best you can hope for.
You want to be actually not quite so deep.
Right.
That pushed a little long.
Right, you want to go more to the right and not quite as far forward. And he's just going high and let it spike around.
That's great.
Yeah, that's exactly where you want to end up. It's a really tough hole for these backhands, but
Yeah, he's just laying up straight so he can take the shot after up the hill after that.
that's just a
He
little
didn't even try to
further than
bend
I
it.
think he'd want that he should have wanted to go, I'll say.
Jojo chops that over hard.
Yeah.
Just trying not to miss the Mando. Now you have this huge incline to go up.
And you kind of have to go over those trees at the end because there's not a lot of gaps through them. So the more towards it you can get, the better, because that lets you have a higher shot without needing as much distance.
See, these guys are having to smash a drive full force up that hill.
That one was a little too far to the right, but, you know, probably close to the right distance. That one too. They're just, yep. See, there you can
honestly,
see it
I
just
feel
staying
like
a little
he
too
didn't
wide.
do the walk into his throw because of that yucca. It looks like he did the standstill, so he didn't have to try to walk through that. Ooh, that looks like it's going to be way too far left. It's not terrible.
Little bit too far left, though. You're right. Maybe a little short too.
It should work, he says, as he parks it. That was a great scramble.
Yeah.
Justin for his birdie. He's got to look at it. Get it. Oh! That was great. Tyler's also looking for his birdie here.
Oh, just a little too far to the right there, but that was a good bid.
One more birdie look for the card.
Yep.
Oh, just a little high. Still a good shot. That's 3 good putts.
And
didn't quite
3
stick.
looks at a birdie, so that's actually a pretty well played hole. This one could
I feel
definitely
like this hole
do
probably
worse.
has a lot of pars though. Like
Right.
it's really easy to get the 4 on it, but the 3 is just so tough. These guys all
Yeah.
had good looks at it though.
Yeah.
And as these two tap out again, I want to thank our sponsors again from Pine Bluffs and Visit Cheyenne for helping out with the coverage, and Troy for putting the tournament on, and he did
He did
really
a
good
lot
job
of
and
work
a lot
out
of
here
work.
on these courses, trying to get them ready for this.
A lot of these courses were done by hand by him over these last few years. So.
Yeah. And they are good courses. They're still a little rough, but they're definitely coming along. So hole 5 here is an interesting hole. It's pretty long downhill kind of a shot, if I remember right.
It says 483, but it's going to play maybe like 400.
Right.
I mean, it's so downhill. And that's coming over way far right.
Yeah, you really don't want to miss to the right like that. Off to the left, I feel like you're okay.
If you get deep enough, the right's not the worst miss. But if he didn't get deep enough and he's blocked by those trees, it's so hard.
Yeah. That looked like a really good line.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. So the lefty definitely has a little bit of an advantage on this hole. Or a nice sidearm, yeah.
Just a bomb of a thumber.
Yeah, it would be a big thumber, though. He takes that way wide to the right. That's an interesting approach.
Yeah, you got to get high quick.
Yeah, those trees are closer than they look on the video. You got to get up high pretty quick to get over them.
And JoJo's going the straight approach as well. It just comes out a lot faster than Ty's did, but I would rather have that than where Tyler ended up, because at least he's wide open to the basket. Tyler's got a lot of work here.
Tough look here.
Oh my god, he got through it. And he's got more work.
Yeah, that's really well done from where he was, though. That's fortunate to get out that well.
Josiah gets around, gets himself a 15-foot putt. I'm not even sure where Justin ended up.
Yeah, that's kind of a different spot.
He likes it. Oh, I would too.
A little long from where he was.
I think he was like pin high, but up the hill.
Yeah.
Tyler's going to have to concede to the bogey on this hole.
Yeah, while Jacob's putting for another 2.
Great
and taking another
That's a 2-stroke swing, putting Jacob in the lead currently.
Yeah.
This is some stellar golf being played by Jacob right now.
Josiah cleans up that par. That's a good putt there.
This is a bit tricky. The elevation can change things.
It can.
And the wind is starting to pick back up again.
But I would rather be putting up this hill towards it instead of down it. That putt of Jacob's I felt like was really impressive, because putting downhill like that can be tricky.
It's an unfortunate bogey on Tyler's part. And now we're going to come to you got to hike up the hill a little ways to the next tee pad.
Right.
And it's another hole very, very similar to hole 3. Just a very, very tight tunnel shot that this time you don't want to fade out left.
Right.
If you do it like on hole 3 is actually a good one. You actually want to go a little deep.
Yeah.
It's the safest play you can have on this hole.
And this basket is a little bit elevated, so it does play a little longer than the 275 that it shows. You can kind of see the basket up towards the top of the middle of the screen there.
And this hole does shape pretty well for a lefty. But he comes up a little bit short on it, and that's going to be pretty blocked.
Well, it's a pretty tight gap right there by the green. It's really hard to get through that. You have to have a pretty precise shot to get through that opening.
There was 2 thumbers on my card.
That would be a good choice, because you could kind of take some of that out of play.
That looks pretty good, though. That hit that tree, which is maybe 10, 15 feet from the basket.
Right.
It's just way uphill.
Well, and then we don't know if it sat or not, is the other thing.
That looks good. Ooh, that looks all right.
That looks so good.
That's looking pretty nice. If that can get through the gap. Ooh, way too far.
Yeah, that makes for a pretty scary putt coming back, because you have this slope on the other side of the basket now.
And Jacob trying to lay it up and just didn't quite get it up high enough.
Still, look how narrow that gap is that you have to hit. Even on this, that can be pretty tricky, actually.
But that puts Josiah in a spot where he can just tap that out and call it a par and leave.
Right.
This is a pretty tough putt. And he hits it. It's a good shot.
That's a great putt. Great save.
Climbs up the hill.
That putt is really working for him today.
And see, you know, Justin's got to get over those bushes as well as getting up to the basket. Yep. A little high on it.
So hard to read the drop and how much turn you might get.
No.
Oh. And that's the danger of running that putt.
Yep. Oh, that's another bogey. It's 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Painful.
These courses can really dish them out, though.
There's tripping hazards in the green. As the course, you know, gets used for the next few years or so, a lot of that stuff's going to get cleared out.
Yeah, a lot of the small dead branches are going to get knocked off by discs flying by, and
people trying to get into their little spots.
right, people trying to maneuver in. It'll get better as it ages for sure.
That is a rough hole there. It's a short one. It's one you'd really like to birdie. And seeing 3 pars and a bogey, it lets you see that this course can be birdied, but if you're missing your lines even just a little bit, it will punish you every time.
So this is an interesting hole. It's downhill enough that it's definitely reachable by these guys.
First thing you want to do is get through. Ooh, if that stays up high enough to fight back, oh, it hits a tree.
Yeah, and just falls
that
straight there. It really could have, and it opens up over there to that left side, so that was a good idea, actually.
That looks great. Get up and over everything, and oh my god.
And in the other pin position, I think he would be
parked.
parked.
And he's still looking at a pretty decent
yeah, that
shot.
gives you a good line.
And
fairly short approach.
It'll be an easy birdie from where he's at, unless he hits another tree.
Josiah says, uh-oh. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A little too low.
Yep,
He didn't get over those.
It's a lot of low... It's like 2 or 3 different low ceilings you have to fight through from there.
Tyler got some better height on his.
Was it enough? Yes, it was. Ooh, that's some dense stuff on the left.
It is. I believe he actually got past it all and is in the open part far left.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what window was he even aiming for? Whatever it was, he hit it.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that one ended up.
It looks like Jacob got a little pinched off too, didn't quite make it far enough.
Yeah, that tree hit really kind of hurt him.
That looks pretty good though.
Yeah.
Didn't quite see where that one landed.
No, I didn't either, but I believe he's
Justin
down there with a
tiny
look,
little gap
actually.
to shoot at. And he hits it. Oh, get in it. Did he just hit the cage?
Yeah, let's see that from the other side.
What? That would have been an amazing eagle.
Right? That was a nice shot through that little gap anyway, but yeah, that would have been really nice. So yeah, you can see Tyler got out to the opening out here, so opens up the possibilities a lot on that.
Ooh! Oh, that yucca actually helped.
Right? Except he's not going to want to stand there.
Right.
So yeah, this is where Jacob's second, that over-the-top shot ended up. It saves his birdie from that
nice
landing.
Putt.
Wow.
Tyler for his birdie.
Trying to keep pace with Jacob, who's just
murdering
making this course seem so simple. It is definitely not as easy as he is making it look.
Is this actually... This is... Oh, I thought it was going to be a star. It's close.
It was close, yeah. Josiah wasn't able
getting
to clean
caught
up.
in that clump of trees is...
There's not much
that's
chance
usually
from
bogey
there.
territory.
I would
He
have
did a
thought the
great
same
job
about
saving it.
Jacob, though. But yeah, to save the par from where Josiah finished is pretty impressive.
Now we get into another bomber here with some OBs as you cross the roads.
Yeah.
It's actually a really challenging hole. It's one you're not going to see a whole lot of birdies on. I don't think.
No, I don't. I doubt there was very many birdies on
It
this hole.
says 409, but it plays so much longer than that.
Yeah. And that basket is so protected that it's really hard. Even if you get a pretty good drive off, it's hard to get a look.
He's not happy with that out of his hand. And that
It's
is
way
pretty
left.
wide, but he's going to be actually relatively open to the basket from there. That left side over there is the most open spot.
Yeah, Justin's actually in a decent spot, but it's going to be a fairly tricky approach from that side. But it definitely could have been worse. Short of the basket is not a good place to be.
That's where Tyler just landed.
Yeah. Yeah, those trees short of the basket are so thick.
If that fights back, that wind just dropped it.
And then the wind is like slap.
That wind just threw it on the ground.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, Josiah got most of the way up there, but you can see what I mean and how
Jacob's
thick
not
those...
necessarily open, but he does have a nice little hyzer into the basket from here.
Yeah, he just let that go just a little too early, it looks like, is all.
That's going to be a tough putt.
Yeah, for sure. I believe that was Tyler.
Yep. Here's Josiah for his par, and the wind is starting to really get to everyone at this point in time. It's whipping. Nice putt.
That was a great save.
This is so blocked.
Just left it a little low. Maybe he thought the headwind
I think
had
he hit
lifted.
a branch. I thought
that could be.
Saw it hit one.
Jacob will
And
take a bogey.
Let's just hope that isn't a momentum killer for him. Hopefully he can just turn around, grab the next birdie, and carry on. Because hole 9 is quite birdieable, because it is a par 4 as we go back the other direction, playing against the last hole that we just played.
Of course, it will be a headwind drive, and that could definitely cause some
headwind
issues.
drive that you want going left.
Yeah, you want to have it finishing
if you end
left.
on the right side, it is just so blocked by all those trees. Goal
Yeah,
number 1 is to get on the left side of this whole
You can see the tree line he's talking about. And the line that's drawn there is kind of deceptive, but that's kind of the idea of where you're headed.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, so you want to finish out here to this open field.
That was great.
Yep, that's what
That's
you need
almost
to
a
do.
jump put to the basket from there.
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice and safe. Yeah, that'll bring him out there pretty open.
Just beat that tree. Is he going through that gap? No. Okay.
No,
I thought it was
looks
going
like
to go between
he's
those two trees.
turning over a big high Anheuser. And that'll give him an easy look towards
Yes,
the
sir.
basket.
That's fine.
Yeah, all of them are in really good shape where they're at. I feel like Josiah and Jacob might be in a little better shape just because they're out more.
A little farther to the left. Oh, that needs to
Yeah.
stop. Oh man, that was close to going OB.
Yeah, it really was.
That's looking pretty good.
And that's one thing that makes this hole so dangerous is that OB is really close behind this basket.
Especially with that downhill drop
Yeah.
away from the basket.
These guys are all acting like it's no issue, but it could real easily roll out of bounds any one of those shots. And like you said,
Jump
a
putt
jump
to the
putt to the basket.
And it looks like they're all set up to get some decent birdies here.
Oh.
I'm not like that.
Well, it happens.
The rest of these guys are set up to get
we
some
all
decent
have
birdies.
some. We all have some putts we wish we could have back.
No, like both of those.
Let's see if Tyler can break the curse here.
It's very
There we
possible
go.
the wind is getting to them.
Yeah.
I know that those guys have that putt.
Well, and they've been in the
That's
trees,
the
so
same
they haven't
distance.
been feeling the wind.
That's
And
true.
now they're out in the open, and all of a sudden the wind is there, so it could real easily get in their heads. Most of this course is in the trees, and you don't really feel the wind unless
And
it's
then-
really rolling.
When we get back to the second half of this, we start going back down into the canyon. And
Right.
sometimes that blocks the wind, and sometimes that funnels the wind.
That's
So
true.
we're going to see how these guys end up managing the back nine. The front nine was pretty kind to a couple of these guys. Justin and Jake have been doing pretty well. Tyler's been managing some damage control. And let's see if JoJo can stop
He's
bleeding.
back to tied
turn
for
this
the
around
lead,
and-
so yeah. Hopefully we'll see these guys battling it out a little more. And
And we'll see you guys there as well. Have a good one, guys.